Good day. This 135th day, meaningful moments, 365 days. So it's a little bit later than when I usually do these lives. But we were on a journey, and it's such a metaphor for me, but the meaningful moment came while traveling. And I waited for a moment today, and I've been encountering the blessings of waiting much more than what I used to do. And today was a moment that occurred after several days of sort of being in this in-between place. And it was so apropos to be actually journeying, traveling down the road. And you know, when we do that and we're headed somewhere, we find ourselves sometimes in detours or traffic jams or having to take, this street instead of a different one or whatever. But we find these little twists and turns. And I've often thought about my own life journey that way, not always as expected. And there used to be a lot of times when it was pretty uncomfortable to not exactly know some of those places I was traveling in. But over the last few days, it's become really much, I guess, more integrated with the necessity to be able to embrace those moments. And for me, that comes sometimes, and I'm sure some of you can relate to it, as moments where you might have a hesitation or a doubt. I spoke about that on a meaningful moment a couple of days ago. But what was really cool was, that awareness that we have these different moments and feelings that we have, and just being able to keep traveling, taking the next step, what comes next. And suddenly, after a beautiful visit with family today, we're journeying on the road, and while traveling, I open up my emails. It's getting a little dark now out here, but hopefully you can still see me. Anyway, as I open up these emails, I see 2 invitations for some upcoming interviews, and they're asking for the work that we're doing with PureEsperanza. And it was such a blessing that came to suddenly all of a sudden go, it is working. And my husband sort of smiled and kind of laughed and said, I don't know if this is working, in my voice, and made me laugh at myself and just keep with that understanding and recognition. And I found myself in that same conversation earlier with someone today, just saying sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. Sometimes we have to just wait and give it a little bit of time and let things work out. Grateful for that today. Grateful for that meaningful moment while traveling. So for you friends, wherever you're traveling in body, mind, soul, over the course of this weekend, the course of the days ahead, blessings. Giving it just a little bit of time, knowing that it's all going to work out. Aho.